Bespoke radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Good evening. Today is Monday, January 30th, 2023. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? All right. We've got a great week coming up here on Fade to Black. And tonight, we are doing an evening of special announcements, and I'm getting caught up and doing a little house cleaning around here. And I've got some stuff that I need to announce and get going for 2023. So we're going to do that. I've got a couple of surprise announcements. We'll start off the show with that. But before we get to that, tomorrow night, Daniel Brinkley is with us, and one of our favorite guests and a good friend. And Daniel is here tomorrow night. We're going to talk about your new life and how to get there. And so we're going to do that tomorrow night with Daniel. And Wednesday night, Riz Verk is going to be with us. And Riz, one of the smartest people that I know. I know a lot of smart people, and Riz is at the very, very top. Teacher, professor, all that stuff. MIT, and is currently teaching out at Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona. And he's got a new book coming out. We'll talk briefly about that tomorrow night, or Wednesday night. And we're going to be focusing on Wednesday about living in a simulation, which was the subject of his last book. But with some of the recent developments that have happened as of late, and comments out there about the metaverse too as well that are going around in the press and the news, we'll be talking about all of that with one of the great minds, Riz Verk, and that is Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, Jason Quitt is joining us. Now, Thursday night show is not Quitspiracy. Thursday night, Jason has got a new book that's about to be finished and published. And he has been talking to me over the last few months about his research in this book. And we're going through the research together, and he's been presenting it to me. My mind has been completely blown. So in advance of the book, I talked him into coming on the show and talking about some of these revelations that are about to get published. And this is really, 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 really big stuff. And yeah, as only Jason can do it. I got to tell you, his research and how he has been able to unravel this stuff is, and I'm saving all of that for Thursday. What am I talking about? Well, you're going to find out on Thursday night with Jason Quitt. This is going to be, we've got 3 big shows this week. Daniel Brinkley, Riz Verk, and Jason Quitt. So big week ahead. So get ready for all of that. So let's move on to some big announcements. And so first thing, one of the big ones is Luxor, Las Vegas, Nevada, November 10th, 11th, and 12th. Is our expo on the Strip at Luxor. It's called Stairway to the Stars, being presented by Disclosure Fest Foundation and Fade to Black. This is a big, big deal. I'm going to talk more about it in just a bit. You can go to disclosurefest.org and check things out. Again, I'm going to jump into stuff that is more in depth on the conference in just a bit, because I'm going to do 2023 in order tonight. with all of the things that are going on. But I wanted to jump ahead. This is the first official announcement of Stairway to the Stars. It is tonight here on Fade to Black. Again, November 10th, 11th, and 12th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. This is a big, 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 big deal. So circle those dates and head over to disclosurefest.org. Now I'm going to talk more about it in just a bit. All right. That's a huge announcement. Stairway to the Stars. Yeah. A Human Origins Technology and Science Expo. It's a big deal. So we are going to do it up. Okay. More on that. I could spend the entire evening talking about Stairway to the Stars. So, but I'm going to be talking about it and presenting stuff about it every day until November. So there you go. We'll see all of you out there. And so more on that in just a bit. So there's that. Next announcement. Season 2 of Into the Vortex is now in production. Okay, so season 2 and season 1 is now available. I don't know if I have it in the description box below, but you can go to intothevortex.tv. You can now binge the entire first season. All 12 episodes are up, including the season finale with Linda Moulton Howe. And I'm very thankful to Gaia and everybody over there, specifically Sid Goldberg, who's Sid as executive producer of the show, was a guiding light through all of this and allowed me the freedom to do my thing. And Sid and I have been talking about doing a TV show for a number of years, like 6, 7, 8 years. And we had a vision for the show from the very beginning. And I'm talking about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And we got it together. Stars and the moon aligned, and we were able to do it with season 1 of Into the Vortex. And I think we've got the ground underneath us. We're standing pretty solid, and we're going to get more of the same in season 2. I want to hit a little harder, so I'm as if it wasn't extreme enough with the first season. But yeah, I'm feeling strong. You know what I mean? Feeling strong, feeling kind of nimble. So season 2 is in production, and I'm very excited about that. And I want to thank everybody over at Gaia, the entire team. And I'm talking about from the set design to the sound to the editing, the cameras, just everything over there. And of course, my partner in crime over there, Josh. He was just amazing in season 1, and he's going to be just as amazing in season 2. So there you go. One of the things that we have always wanted to do with Into the Vortex is not only a-level guest, right? I mean, the best of the best, but there's that part. But I also want guests that haven't necessarily done a long form interview, and something different. And we're going to continue that. All right. So that's that. Season 2 is in production. Very excited. It's going to be a season 3 all the way through what? I don't know. Season 10, 11, 12, 20. But yeah, here we go. Season 2 of Into the Vortex is coming your way. We should have that ready to go in a couple of months. Yeah. So, all right. Next up, before I get to everything, the green comet. I'm going to take a minute to talk about this. I've been going out and looking at the green comet every day, and I hope that you have been doing the same. the green comet is amazing. And if you go out, and for me, if I'm facing east, due east, it was at 9 o'clock. It was, I don't know, degrees or whatever, but this is my left hand. So it was up here at 9 o'clock at night, slowly moving across the sky. 10:30, it's over here. Pretty crazy, right? Just look for a green star and then look at it for a minute with the naked eye, right? Naked eye. And you can see the tail. You just got to stare at it for a minute. Naked eye. It's right there. So I've been looking at it with binoculars, but I've been going outside and spotting it naked eye first. And then grabbing the binoculars. It's like crazy to look at. It's green. It's green. It is absolutely a green comet. And I don't know about you guys or where you guys, Ewans, where you are at and what the orientation is. But as the comet is over, the tail is pointing up, right? The comet's coming down. And looking at it in the binoculars, it's crazy. So, but I couldn't photograph it with my iPhone. So here's the deal. Oh, wait a minute. I've got one of those telescopy thingies that I bought off the net, right? Facebook, right? Ad. And they show those telescopes and somebody's zooming in on the moon, right? With a cell phone. And I was like, I got to get one of those. So I did. I ordered, I've had this for like 4 or 5 years, right? There it is. Right. Here's the box. Brand new. I was like, I got one of those things. I found it. I couldn't believe it. Right. So here it is. And it's man, it's like KTEL, right? Late night, 1-800 iPhone telescope. Give us a call. $9.99, $9, buy 2 for $11, and plus shipping. Shipping is $50 or whatever. But anyway, here it is. And it's got a little clip, and that clips onto the cell phone. And so this comes off the end. It's got a little cap. Then you screw this in. It's very simple, right? There it is. Boom. There's your telescope. This clips on. So today, I tested it. My memory, when I bought it, I clipped it on, couldn't get it to work, and just didn't look. I put it back in the box, forgot about it, and until today, dug it up. It works great with the iPhone. Mine's a 13 or whatever. Clipped it on. It's got 3 cameras. Found the one that worked. Clipped it on, and it looked. It's like it's perfect. So tonight after the show, now I don't know if it's going to shoot at night. I don't know what the comet's going to look like, but I know what the comet looks like with binoculars. It's incredible. So hopefully this little KTEL Chinese gadget that clips onto your cell phone. And it does, man. It just like this, man. It's the bottom camera. I tested out the whole thing today. And that clips on like this. And there it is. All right? Okay. So I'm going to go do that tonight, and I hope that we'll be able to. I know it works. I know I can see through it. So let's see if I can capture something tonight and get it going. All right. So I'm going to do that. Let me put all this stuff back. I was so excited. I actually found this. You know what I mean? When you're going through packing boxes and all that, you never find stuff that you've had for years. And so, but there it was, brand new in the box, the Flux HD Zoom. Oh man, I think it was like $5 or something, but it might work. And I'm going to do that tonight. Very excited. Okay, so check this out. I've lost all interest in Jimmy and his sad little world. Oh man, I've lost interest in you. So there you go. All right. So there you go. Let's get started. So I just went through the Luxor. Coming up next is the Conscious Life Expo. I do this every year. I'm the host. February 10th through the 13th, LAX Hilton in Los Angeles, California. There are, when you go to the website, and the links are below, consciouslifeexpo.com, I'm doing a few different, I host and introduce and do a bunch of stuff, but I'm doing a few events. And one of them is the disclosure lunch. And that is, you can find that on the website. That is Sunday. And so I think we have a few seats left. So you can go and do that. And it's simple to do. Where the format is lunch, and you get to pick your meal and stuff like that. And so we're going to have guests at tables, and then at each table we're going to have one of the speakers from Conscious Life Expo hanging out with everybody. And then I'm going to have a table up on the stage, and I'm going to invite two guests to come up and have lunch with me on the stage. I'm going to have a microphone, a PA system. I'm going to walk around and meet everybody, answer questions, and hang out. And of course, we've got a bunch of really, really cool speakers that are going to be there hanging out with all of us. So that's going on Sunday. So I want to hang out with all of you. So just head over to the website, head to Disclosure Lunch, and get yourself some tickets and come hang out with us. It's going to be great. You'll be able to take pictures and questions and conversation and have lunch and hang out with us on Sunday afternoon. So that's going on. On Friday night, I'm hosting what I do every year there, the Ancient Secrets panel. And the panel is great every single year. You can go and check all of that out. And tickets for that and everything are available over at consciouslifeexpo.com. And so there's that. And then that's Friday night. Saturday night, we have Expo's Got Talent, the talent show. And for me, and I know I say this all too often now, that this is my favorite thing of the weekend. It's so different. Yeah, it's a talent show, but the level of talent of not only guests at the Conscious Life Expo, but speakers, the vendors, the amount of talent, whether it's singing or it's stand-up comedy or it's playing an instrument or dancing or magic or ventriloquist, puppeteers, I'm talking about world class. And every year I just stand back and I'm just thinking about these are members of our community. These are people that I know. How is this possible that you've had this bottled up inside of you and you're just coming out here doing this? It is so much fun. So come and hang out with us. That's Saturday night. Also Saturday night, we've got the speakers reception. We've also got the award ceremony. So I'll be there hosting that too, as well as Expo's Got Talent. And that's all on Saturday night. On Sunday, the big Bashar channeling event will be going on. And each year I kind of set things up and ask the first question and have a conversation with Bashar. That's a really, really big deal. So that's going on Sunday too, as well. And let's see, Saturday we got George Norrie's panel. And so come and hang out with us for that too, as well. It's just the UFO panel. We've got Susan Slaughter is doing her seances all weekend. Conscious Life Expo is a really big deal. This year, Bashar, of course, is going to be there. We have George Norrie. Deborah King is back this year. Very excited to hang out with Deborah. We've got Linda Moulton Howe, Elizabeth April, Jason Shurka, of course, is going to be there. Daniel Sheehan. I'll be introducing Daniel. I think I'm going to introduce Linda and George and Bashar. Johnny Enoch is going to be there. And on Friday night after the panel, which he's on the panel, he's going to go and do his event right after that. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go introduce Johnny, and that's going to be really cool. David Wolf is there this year. Sasha Stone is there. Caroline Corey. We've got Laura Eisenhower coming into town for this. Foster Gamble. Remember the movie Thrive? Foster Gamble is going to be there. Adam Apollo is going to be there. Scott Walter going to be hanging out. Paul Hynek. Brad Olson. Matthew LaCroix is going to be at the Conscious Life Expo this year. David Palmer is going to be DJing downstairs in the big ballroom, and I'm going to be there for that too as well. Sean Stone, Oliver Stone's son, great researcher, show host. Sean Stone is going to be there. He's quite the filmmaker himself. Danny Brinkley is going to be at Conscious Life Expo. He's going to be on with us tomorrow night here on Fade to Black. And, of course, Gail Thackeray, right? Got to have Gail Thackeray at the Conscious Life Expo. And another over 100 speakers at the Conscious Life Expo. Now, this is all going down next week. We are at the end of the month. February 1st is Monday. Everything kicks off February 10th through the 13th. And I can't wait. This time next week, I'm going to be packing my bags for the Conscious Life Expo. So we'll see you there. All right. Now, coming up right after that is, I just mentioned season 2 of Into the Vortex. So while all of these events are going on, those weekends, I'll be filming Into the Vortex and heading out and doing these events. And this, the Parapod Awards Festival, which is going on in Valencia, it's going to be Friday, March 31st and Saturday, April 1st. It's a one-day event, Saturday, April 1st, but there's a bunch of other stuff that is going on Friday night, including a sky watch and a ghost hunt. So I'll get to that in just a second. All of this is at the Hyatt Regency in Valencia. It's at 24500 Town Center Drive in Valencia. And on Saturday, we've got the awards ceremony. And all of the information that you need is at parapodfestival.com. The links are below. And that's Saturday. And we've got a bunch of speakers as well that will be presenting before the award ceremony on Saturday. Friday night, the night before, which is March 31st, we've got a sky watch and a haunted tour event that's going to be in Mentryville. Now, if you've never heard of Mentryville, that's Mentryville, Mentryville. Look it up. Take the tour. Mentryville is a few miles from my home, next to Valencia, over on this side of the hill. And it's a ghost town, like legit. And it's big. And so on Friday night, it's got everything. It's got haunted houses. You got the schoolhouse. You got the general store, and it's a ghost town. So on Friday night, Ben Hansen is going to be doing a UFO sky watch and star watch from Mentryville. I'm going to be there. It's going to be awesome. And then there is going to be a haunted tour of Mentryville. So you're going to want to really not only come out for the event on Saturday, come out the day before, come out on Friday and hang out with us up in Mentryville. What's really cool about this event is Billy Carson is going to be there. Linda Moulton Howe is going to be there. They're both receiving very special awards. Ben Hansen is going to be there. Craig Campobasso is going to speak. We've got Caroline Corey. Dr. Robert Schock is coming in. Robert's coming in from Boston. And haven't seen Robert in a couple of years, like everything. And it's going to be great to see him. So he's going to be there. You've got Sheena Metal is going to be there too as well. And yeah, so 24 other great speakers and presenters. And that is the Parapod Festival. And you can go to parapodfestival.com. And there you go. That is Friday, March 31st and Saturday, April 1st, 2023. Now, ticket sales have been very brisk for that. You're going to want to go and get your tickets now. So parapodfestival.com. Links are below. And then right after that, which is a couple of weeks later, middle of April, April 13th, is the Hidden Secrets Seminar at Seas. It's a 7-day cruise to the Pacific coast of Mexico. From Los Angeles to the Mexican Riviera, I will be hosting. I will be presenting. I'm going to host a panel or two as well. This is a 7-day cruise. Starts in Los Angeles, goes to Cabo San Lucas, goes to Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and then one long cruise back to Los Angeles. It's going to be great. And Adam Apollo is going to be on this cruise. Nick Pope is going to be on this cruise. Jason Shurka, Scott Walter, Sarah Breskman Cosme, Laura Eisenhower, Vivian Chavez, Brad Olson, Ruben Langdon, Maureen St. Germain. Right, all of my favorite guests on Fade to Black are all going to be on this cruise, and another dozen speakers. There is going to be every night starlit Pacific Sky Watch, UFO Sky Watch from the deck of the ship. It's going to be great. And don't forget, there is that famous water slide on the top. It's got a tube. It's pretty cool. That's where I'm going to be hanging out. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a sky watch every night from the deck. We're going to be talking about lost civilizations. We're going to be talking about indigenous peoples. We're going to be talking about shamanic practices, forbidden archaeology. Of course, we got Scott Walter there for that. Alien intervention, esoteric wisdom. We're going to be talking about alchemy. And I'm going to do a pretty extensive, never before covered information from my trip to Egypt and some other stuff too as well. So I'm going to be presenting that. And so come and hang out with us. And the links for everything right down below, divinetravels.com/Hidden Secrets 2023. 7-day cruise. I am so looking forward to this. And I can't wait. Some of you Fadernauts, I know, you're going to be there, and we are going to have a great time. Okay, and now one of the other special announcements for tonight. This is the first time being presented publicly. It is now we just had the Parapod Festival. I just talked about that, and the Parapod Awards, and there you go. And then in July 30th, 2023, it's the first annual Forbidden Conscious Awards. This is July 30th, 2023, 5 p.m., and it's in Miami. The facility is one of the most amazing places I have ever seen. It's called the Adrian Arsht Center for the Performing Arts of Miami-Dade County. It's at 1300 Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, Florida. You can look it up, Google it, look at the images. This is Carnegie Hall, but nicer, and it's in Miami. It's an absolute world-class facility. This is a black tie affair, award ceremony and banquet. It's going to be one of the most special dates of the year, so circle that on your calendar. Now, check this out. The 2023 First Annual Forbidden Conscious Awards is dedicated to recognizing an extremely devoted group of individuals who have dedicated their lives to raising human consciousness. Okay, we're going to be awarding 12 people who have shown excellence in the following categories: social media influencer, podcast radio host, music, artist, producer, TV host or actor, director, producer, entrepreneurs, health and wellness, philanthropist, authors, field researchers or archaeologists, space anomaly hunters, and we're going to do a Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, you can go, the links are below to Forbidden Conscious Award. The link is directly below. You are voting for the winners in all of these categories. So you can go over to the website now. You can click. You can go through. Everything that you need is right there. This is done by our community. These awards are being presented by you. Okay, so you can go and get on this now. Again, with all of these events, they're all big. I will be reminding everybody every day in social media on what to do. We need to get the voting complete. All right? All right. Now, so some of the biggest news about this particular event is actor, comedian, writer, producer Chris Spencer will be the host of the red carpet, the black tie affair that is going to be going on. And I will be presenting the awards for each category. So Chris and I are going to co-host together. He's the entertainment. He's the professional. I'm just the guy giving the awards away and opening up those envelopes and doing that. So that's that. And there will also be special music performances by Havoc. That's right. Havoc of Mobb Deep is going to be performing. Dame Dash is going to be performing. Billboard artist Donnie Arcade and Cruz will be performing. There's going to be VIP box tickets and seats that are available for entry to a private VIP meet and greet with the winners, the host, and the music artist. The VIP red carpet event is going to be from 3 to 5 p.m. That's Eastern time. The link, forbiddenknowledge.com/Forbidden Conscious Award is below. Click on that, head over, start your voting, and get involved. This is going to be a spectacular evening. I want to thank Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra for putting all of this together. This event last year, I say this a lot about Billy and Elizabeth, a lot. It's just when ideas are created, you know, Billy and Elizabeth get things done, specifically Elizabeth. And, you know, just bringing up ideas and doing things, you know, and we do it. Then we have to finish them. And this was one of those things. Last year, Billy called me up and said, you know, what do you think about? What do you think about? Yeah, okay, let's do it. The next day. It was the next day. Okay, we're on. And here we are in the middle of 2023. It's now been a year and a half. It took that long to put the entire event together. It's a really big deal. But that's what Billy and Elizabeth do. All right. We've got so much planned for 2023. And I'm very excited about all of that. And speaking of that, right after that is done, Billy is taking everything on the road. That's right, because we're going to Manchester, United Kingdom, for the Awakening UFO conference in Manchester. And this time around, it's a huge event because it's going to be presenting Billy Carson's Forbidden Knowledge World Tour. And this is August 25th through the 27th. 2023 at the Bowlers Exhibition Center in Manchester, United Kingdom. This is a huge event. It's split up into three airplane hangars: Hangar 1, Hangar 2, Hangar 3, and a huge list of presenters, vendor area, food, vending, all of that. It's at an airport. And so in Hangar 1, there's specific categories of stuff I'm going to be emceeing and presenting. in that building on at Hangar 1. There's Hangar 2, Hangar 3, and different ticket packages are available. Now, here is the deal. We've got Billy Carson, of course, Craig Charles. I am so excited about this musician, great artist, and all of that. But here's somebody from outside of our community coming in with how do I say this? The creative mind of somebody like Craig Charles coming into our community and his interest in all of this. I can't wait to hang out with him and see what makes him tick. We're going to be doing all of that. I can't believe it. Craig Charles is going to be there. We've got James Fox is coming over, his new movie, Moment of Contact, and he's going to be presenting on the making of the movie. I'm sure it's going to be shown too as well. We have director Melissa Tittle is going to be there, and she directed The Black Knight Satellite, and she's also completing a new film that I'm in as well. I can't talk about any more of that. I'll let her make those announcements. But she's an amazing producer and director and researcher, and of course I've had her on Fade to Black just recently too as well. And she's great. She's amazing. She's going to be there. Daryl Sims, the alien hunter, is coming over to the United Kingdom from the States. And so he's going to be hanging out with us. Nick Pope from the United Kingdom, but he lives here now. So he's going over the pond. Mary Rodwell is going to be there coming in from Australia. Nick Kyle. I've never met Nick. It's going to be great. He's going to be there. L.A. Marzulli is going to be probably on the same flight with me from Los Angeles. Heading out, Johnny Enoch is going to be there. We have Mohammed Ibrahim from Egypt, the Egyptologist. Mohammed is going to be there. Just saw Mohammed when I was in Egypt a couple of months ago. So, no, it wasn't a couple of months, 3 months ago, October. Maria Wheatley. I've never met Maria. It's going to be so cool to finally hang out with her. Paul Sinclair. Roderick Martin is going to be there in the United Kingdom. Steve Mara, of course, is going to be there. Donnie Arcade is going to come over, and maybe he's going to do some music. That would be cool. And once again, I get to hang out with Barry Fitzgerald. So all of that is going down at the Awakening UFO Manchester, UK, which will be this year Billy Carson's Forbidden Knowledge World Tour. It's going to be so cool hanging out with everybody. Elizabeth's going to be there. So come and hang out. It's going to be very, very cool. Now, Stairway to the Stars. For the last year and a half, Adrian and I have been putting this event together. And just like when Disclosure Fest went from, talking, same thing with the Luxor. And I remember, it was about a year ago. Adrian and I left for a few days in my Jeep. Took off, drove across the desert for a few days, got an Airbnb, and just planned and talked about Stairway to the Stars and what we were going to do with it and the plans and the vision and things. We spent 4 days working on that, but there was 6 months prior to that setting things up and then going through, and then the work that was applied for the last 6 months to get to this point of making this announcement tonight on the show. The website went live earlier today. Okay, so that's how new this announcement is. And as we laid things out and meetings and him coming over and just things and fire, and so much work. It's the Luxor, right? So much work. But we, pages and things, but we got it done. And once we finished the idea and just sat back and went, okay, we think this can work. It's exhausting to do this. and him putting up with me and me putting up with him for so long to get through this. And we did it. But here's the deal. To say that, this is a great idea, or let's do this. That's one thing. All right, let me be very clear here. We booked the Luxor, the hotel. We didn't rent a banquet room downstairs for 50 people. We booked the hotel. Okay, so we've got the entire conference facilities. We've got all those commitments with food and drinks and rooms and tickets and advertising. The mountain of stuff to get done. It's the Luxor. Our community, for the first time ever, is going to be at an MGM property on the Las Vegas Strip. Everybody dreams of this. Elvis dreamed of this, right? And we did it. We booked the Luxor. And it's going to be a phenomenal event. Now, we've got so many different things planned now. And here's one of the things. So we're in Vegas. So what are you going to do in Vegas? What are you going to do in Vegas, UFO community? We're going to Area 51. That's right. So we are going to fill up a bunch of buses. We've already got the setup. We're going to the Little Alien. We're going to pull up to the Little Alien with 3-4 tour buses full of our friends, and we're going to skywatch. I'm going to have video cameras there, and Adrian's going to be there. A couple of special guests are going to be hanging out with us, and we are going to skywatch at Area 51 from the parking lot of the Little Alien. The Little Alien is going to keep the restaurant and the gift shop open for everybody. We're going to go and get some Little Alien T-shirts and sit in some chairs with night vision and check out Area 51. Where things go from there, I'm not going to say, but I'm definitely going to capture this whole thing on film. I'm just telling you right now. So we are doing that at this event. And now we have told the Little Alien to expect a couple of hundred people. All right. So I'm thinking 50 people per bus, 4 buses. That's 200 people landing at the Little Alien. Right. So that is one of our little special things that we have got planned for the weekend. It is going to be great. We have the speakers and presenters and what is going on. It's going to be rolled out over the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be amazing. So that's to book the Luxor. We chose the Luxor because it's the Luxor. Pyramids, Egypt, the theme, right? The obelisk out front, the Sphinx that is in front. And when you walk through the Luxor, it's a total Egyptian theme that is there. So to have some speakers and presenters dealing with the origins of us and humans, and of course, lost history and Egypt and what all of that is about, there's going to be a lot of conversation, a lot of presentations around that. But we're also going to be talking about science, technology, what is going on right now with the universe. We're going to be dealing with a lot with consciousness and what consciousness is. That's the focus of this event. And so when you're titling something like this, Stairway to the Stars, right? A Global Human Origins Science and Technology Expo. This is a very, very special event. It's going to be a huge event. And how often do you get to go to Las Vegas, stay on the Strip, and go to an event like this? Well, the answer is it's never been done before. You've never done it. This is our community on the Strip. And what this means, because of the relationship that has now been built between you've got all of the businesses and everything on the Strip. You have the food, you have the beverages, you have the audio, you have the video, all of the convention stuff that you have to deal. All of these things have been agreed to. So what this means is maybe next year we do it at 2 hotels. We take over 2, right? We expand. We got the entire Luxor. We couldn't get it any bigger. we tried to get the pool. You know, it's November, right? The pool's not, but we even tried to get that. We wanted it all. We got 98% of it. We couldn't get the pool, but we tried. But we have the entire. It's going to be great. So that is November 10th, 11th, and 12th. You can go to disclosurefest.org. The links are below. Like I said, the website just went live this afternoon. So things will be added, the guests and schedules and everything else over the days, maybe in about a week moving forward. In about 2 weeks, we should have everything done and locked down. But you can go and check it out now over at disclosurefest.org. And so there you go. I've got 2 films that I'm shooting in 2023. I'm going to squeeze those in too as well. I didn't include it tonight, but I have a pending, I've agreed to do it, a trip to Machu Picchu and Nazca, Peru and Bolivia with Brian Forrester. We've got the artwork done and things, but right now things are a little whack down in Peru. And so Machu Picchu was closed and the political climate down there is a little iffy. So I held off on that announcement until the smoke clears just a little bit. But man, Puma Punku, right? Nazca and all of that, Machu Picchu. Very excited about that. I want to thank Brian for the invitation. Finally, the opportunity is there. And then a little bit of unrest going on down there right now. So Machu Picchu is closed and tourism right now is at a standstill. And so I held off on that. There's no reason to announce it just yet when it's kind of impossible to get things completed as a visitor. So that's on hold. But anyway, so I've got 2 films that I'm shooting this year. We've got Into the Vortex that's going to be shooting throughout the year. And I've just announced to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events in 2023. That's an event. Oh, well, we're already done with January. So what? That's like an event a month, an event every other month through the end of the year. So that is that. I've had as you can imagine, I had a very, very busy day today. We've got a great week coming up here on Fade to Black. I needed to, and I want to thank everybody for putting these events on and getting me all of the information and stuff. But I don't have the opportunity to speak about this stuff and to get it out and help support the great teams that put these conferences and events on for our community. So I wanted to take the time to pay back not only the community, but to everybody that has put in so much work to get this stuff done. All of the links for everything that I just talked about are in the video description box below. We will have everything over at jimmychurchradio.com, and we will certainly get it up over the next few days throughout social media. And so with that, I'm going to shut things down. I'm going to say goodnight. First off, I'm just going to tell you guys, it's absolutely freezing cold. Oh, Tina, thank you for the beanie. I'm wearing Tina's Tina's beanie. I haven't taken it off for 3 days. I got it on Friday. It's so cold and rainy here, and I'm dealing with some other stuff. So I've got to go and get that stuff done. So I'm going to go and do that. I'll be back with all of you tomorrow night with Danny and Brinkley. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. So tomorrow night, Danny and Brinkley. Wednesday night, Riz Verk. Thursday night, Jason Quit. All right. Everybody behave. This is Fade to Black. And really quick, I want to say one last thing, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, I've got another announcement that I couldn't do tonight. That'll be coming tomorrow night as well. Fade to Black is produced by Hill J. Palmer, Renee, Dennis, and Kevin. Webmaster is Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy. SpaceboyMusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network. And this broadcast is owned and copyrighted 2023 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network, Inc. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Short, quick night tonight. Had to get the work done. I'll see everybody tomorrow with Danny and Brinkley. Until then, be safe. Go Beckley Tappy.